Alright Bradley, I hope you are doing well. As always, let's talk about the Fender American Performer Stratocaster. So, this very pretty guitar, the American Performer series, you've got obviously Strats, Telecasters and Jags and whatnot. Obviously today we are talking about the good old Stratocaster. And a few weeks back I did one of my Itza things. And if you're new to me and my channel, I kind of do Itza videos. So it's a Clapton thing, or it's a Strat thing, or it's a Gary Clark Jr. thing, etc, etc. You know, I just kind of play in that style, but it's still very much me. But it's a Fender American Performer Strat thing, and I got a lot of questions about that. A lot of people DM'd me and was asking like, what is that guitar? Can you tell us about it? Blah blah blah. So I thought it was about time I chat to you and tell you my thoughts on this very good looking guitar. So I was invited down to the Fender showroom in London and met the lovely chaps there and tried out a load of different guitars, and I am very much a Strat boy. I love Telecasters. I've got a great telly and I adore it, but I love all guitars. I love them all. But I'm very much home on a Strat. I've been playing a Strat for 20 years, you know. So I know them well. I know them very well. So this is, you know, still an American-made Stratocaster. You've got the American Performer Strats. And then there's 3 tiers. And Fender like to call it good, better, best. I love that. I think that's brilliant. So in the good bracket, you've got the classic series, the player and the deluxe. In the better series, you've got the road worn and the American Performer. And in the best, you've got the American Performer, American Elite, American Professional as well. So they like I say, good, better, best. I think that's really cool. I like that. So this is classed as the better, with the road worn and American Performer. But, you know, so it's a Stratocaster, so of course it's an alder body. Obviously some do come in ash, but this is an alder body. And we've got a maple neck. I don't know if this is necessarily rosewood. I'd have to double check that. Obviously with the whole kind of laws now. So I expect actually it's Paro Ferro. Yeah, I've got a strong feeling it is. And if you do want to darken it up, because some people like that look, well I certainly like a look of a dark rosewood. Get some lemon oil and do a couple of coats on it and it will really sort that out. Obviously we got the big 70s headstock. Now when I was younger I never liked the 70s. I never liked that big headstock, And as I've got older, I really like it now. I really, you know, I'm not just saying that because of the video. I generally do. I was talking to some friends of mine. I was like, I really love the look now of the 70s, you know, the big headstock. And this has come with it, you know. It's got 2 string trees. I like the look of one, so I'd probably yank that off. I may do actually. Yeah, so it's got the big 70s headstock there. On the back, we got some new but vintage-esque tuning peg. So it is the whole kind of when you put the strings in, and this was the first time I'd ever done it in 22 years of playing the guitar. You know, the vintage pegs where you got to pull it in the hole and wrap it round. A little bit fiddly. It's a little bit fiddly, but once you get used to it, it's all right. So yeah, it's kind of, you know, it's certainly taking vintage influence in the 21st century, which is cool because if you're like me, you know, I like the look of the old guitars, you know, more than modern stuff. You know, I don't want a tuner tuning for me. I don't want that. Now, the electronics is the big thing, which is changed up. So it's got the Yosemite, I believe you pronounce it, pickups, and they're very nice. They're very. If I just do a little bit of playing, just clean into my Hampstead. That's Mr. Neck pickup. Now if I do neck and middle. I like that. I know, I can't just, let me play a bit on that. That's the sound of a Strat to me, that neck and middle. It just tickles my loins and makes me drop plectrums, but then you deal with it and you carry on. And then of course, you know, you got. I'll stop there because copyright and all. And everybody under the sun plays John Mayer. Oh, let's pick the pickup. So that's neck and middle. We got our. Sorry, I got carried away there. Sorry. I like this guitar. I like it. If you like something, you're gonna keep playing it. Middle pickup. Middle and bridge. Or your yeehaw sounds, which I'll talk about in 1 second actually. And then we got the good old bridge pickup. Let's put a little bit of, I've got the Phonix by Vertex here for a little bit of a drab. too shabby, kids. Now, Fender. You think Fender, you think a Strat, you think a Telly. Obviously, you've got your Jags and Mustangs, but for me, Telly and Strats. Love the sound of a Telecaster when you got both pickups on. Sometimes on a Strat, you're like, oh, I kind of want that sound. Well, on this, you got that sound. So, in the tone control, which hopefully I've done some close-ups you're going to see, it's slightly, if I go to camera 2 here, it is slightly lifted up. And that is because you can pull it up. So when you pull it up and I'm in the bridge pickup, you're now combining in the neck pickup. So you get that Telecaster sound. So just so you can hear what I'm talking about, if I push it back down, so this is just the bridge pickup. I'll do just clean as well, no overdrive. Now I want to pull it up. And I've got the neck and middle pickups engaged. Very, very cool. And then back down. And then if I go in the, well, I call it the fourth position. Some people call it the second position. Well, a lot of people I think call it the second position, but either way, the middle and bridge. And I pull up this tone control. I now have all 3 pickups engaged. Push it back down, back up. Very, so we're getting a lot, basically very rarely do you play a Strat and you can get all 3 pickups. Sure, it's been done before, but, for a guitar which is, not super expensive, it's all relative of course, but, it's, I think under £1,000, I think, so again, £10 can be very expensive, so I want to watch what I say there. I don't want to insult anyone, but this is some tonal variety going on here. So let's keep all 3 pickups on, and I'll put a bit of a drive on. So you can hear the difference. Put it back down. Back up, all 3 pickups. So it's got a cool, actually that'd be quite cool for funk. really cool, man. Now it comes in a load of different colours. You've got like a satin green. I remember actually playing that satin green because they also come with humbuckers as well. You can either get obviously 3 single coils like these bad boys, or you get the humbucker one. And I remember playing this, yeah, like a surf green. I was calling it toothpaste green, but it's got a satin feel. And I remember really liking it, but I wasn't super sold on the colour. And then if you on Instagram, the lovely Annie Plays Guitar, she's ended up getting that exact Strat. So if you follow her on Instagram, I expect you do because she's phenomenal. But yeah, they got there's a satin blue, Lake Placid blue as well, aubergine kind of colour. I remember playing a Telecaster. It was like a champagne-y, pinky kind of colour. It was really cool. So a lot of new colours. Check out the website. You know, you can do all that. But I think it's, I mean, this colour in particular, I really love because straight away it takes me back to my childhood guitar hero, Richie Sambora, and which I've spoken about many times on this channel. But I used to watch, it felt like daily looking back, Bon Jovi live at Wembley in '95, I think it is. And Sambora's signature Strat is very much similar to this colour. He had a maple fingerboard, but I think this is such a cool, good looking guitar. I love this colour. And you know what would really, really kick it over, what you could easily customise yourself, is gold hardware. Now I've got a gold, you know, input socket thing here. Input socket, lead, and lead. I can't think of the words. But yeah, if you had gold hardware on it, it, you know, it might look a little bit too bling, but I think it might go. I think it might go. But it's a really, really nice guitar, guys. It really is. It's holding its tuning well. I should talk actually about the bridge because I think this is a slightly shorter trem bar. I think it's slightly shorter than you know, your standard tremolo arm. Apologies if I'm mistaken there, but it certainly feels shorter. And I love the fact that finally Fender have, well, certainly for me anyway, a lot of times you're playing Strats and they're not my Strat, for example. This is my old 96 Strat Plus, and you know, God bless it, I adore this guitar, but you know, you can do that as tight as possible, but it will, you know, it doesn't stay in one position, it will just flops around. So I usually have it there, and you know, it's actually bent. This guitar's been around. So, but let's put this back down. I have it with, obviously, I'm guessing a bit of a spring in the old hole there, and you can put it anywhere and it will stay there. So cool. And I have this, when it came, when I got it from literally the showroom, it was already raised a little bit, but it had 9s on, so I stuck some 10s. Had to give the truss rod a little tweak, but that's to be expected because it hasn't been from a shop. You know, usually at a shop they kind of QC it kind of thing, you know, do little checks on it. So I have this kind of still left floating, and it's very nice. Really pretty, man. And also I believe Leo designed it to be floating, so obviously a lot of people do, you know, just put it completely flat. Eric Clapton comes to mind, Stevie Ray, Hendrix, John Mayer, they have it completely flat, so it only goes down. I think Clapton actually blocks his off. But they are designed to, as well as go down, go up. You know, so speak to Jeff Beck, he knows about that. So if I want to do some, I would do behind the nut. But depending how far you have it back, you can do it. And it's still in tune, kind of. Little one on the first string. So, not really much else to say other than they're bloody great. It's such a cool Strat. I mean, it's a Strat. You know, you can't go wrong with a Strat, but obviously you've got different tiers. You've got £4 customer shops, which we all like, but we can't all afford, unfortunately. But if you want, you know, a great, you know, gigging studio, just at home Stratocaster on a bit of a budget, when you're next down your local guitar shop, check out one of these, and particularly this colour, because I think it's damn sexy. So I think I've covered all ground. I don't think I missed anything. It's got quite big frets, actually, quite large frets, and I should say about the neck, it's like a small C, I would say. It's wider this way. It's certainly not, you know, it's not skinny, but it's not super chunky, you know. And it's also nicely, you know, very satin. There's no varnish, no gloop on the back, so very smooth. I think how all guitar necks should be, really. It makes so much nice, especially like when you're playing a guitar with nitro cellulose on the back. It can get very sticky if you're playing a hot gig or something like that, or even just at home, you know, in the summer or something like that. So I usually, like on my telly, I've sanded it off because it was just in the way. But yeah, this is oh this is nice. All the special ways you can end an E chord, or my new favourite. I love that. Anyway, guys, please let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and like I say, when you're at your local guitar shop, check one out and let me know what you think, if you agree with me or if you don't. I'll be very surprised if you don't, because all pupils who are coming around for guitar lessons, I've let them have a go and they're like, oh my god, it's amazing. I was like, I know. So anyway, lots of love as always, and I look forward to playing this a little bit more because I really like it. And yeah, lots of tone, especially this the whole tone. No, pulling this up and be able to do the neck and middle, or all three of them. You know, and it only works when you're in the bridge pickup. So there, you know. Oh, let's go there. I'll be all three again. Anyway guys, I've been Mike Bradley, you've been you. Thank you for your love and support. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel because you'll be missing out on all sorts of craziness. So cheesy, but I don't care. Anyway, lots of love. Mike Bradley very much showing out. Bye! The devil's on my side.